Hi guys, Kaiser here. And for today's video, I want to do something a little different. I just want to sit down, no script, have a little bit of a heart-to-heart with you guys, and say thank you. Thank you to each and every one of my subscribers who has helped Iron Kaiser Gaming achieve an incredible milestone. As together, we have helped the channel go over 1,000 subscribers. That absolutely blows my mind. When I started this channel a little over 2 years ago, I had no such ambitions. I was hosting a tournament for some of my friends to help them get their toes wet in the world of competitive Age of Empires 2. And it was an awesome experience hosting the tournament, casting the games, and when the tournament was done, I thought, I really like doing this. I want to keep going. So I started sharing some of my own gameplay videos and the things I had been learning in the game, news surrounding the Age of Empires world, and as the channel slowly grew, week by week, month by month, we find ourselves here now, a little over 2 years later, with 1,000 of you, over 1,000 of you, who have watched various videos of mine, whether they're gameplay videos, news videos, mod showcase videos, in all sorts of different games, and you guys have said, I really enjoy what you put out, and I really want to see more from you. That is really, really touching. It's really awesome. It means a lot to me to have you guys subscribe to the channel and have hit a milestone like this. Blows my mind. I know for some people, for some of the big names on the internet, 1,000 subs may not seem like a lot. I get that, but for me, 1,000 subscribers feels like winning the YouTube game. It is absolutely incredible, and so I just had to take a second to say thank you to each and every one of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you very, very much. While we're having this little heart-to-heart, I thought it'd be fun to maybe give you something of a state of the channel, share with you some of my thoughts about what's going on in Iron Kaiser Gaming, and maybe what you can expect to see in the future. So if that interests you, stay watching, but otherwise, that's all I've got. I just want to say thank you again. It means a lot to me. For every comment, like, and subscribe, and view, and just sharing the videos, whatever you're doing, if you're enjoying these videos and you want to watch more, that just means a lot. Thank you. All right, let's talk a little bit about sort of the last 2 years, what's been going on, and what do we see that we like, and what do we want to see in the future. So what I've noticed, a couple of videos do extremely well on the channel. News videos, news especially surrounding the Age of Empires world, and mod showcase videos are extremely popular on the channel. And good news, I love those videos too. I love scouring the internet to figure out the latest information on AoE 2, AoE 3. With Age of Mythology coming out, I'm expecting that I'm probably going to be all over that game too. Of course, it depends. I only play games that I genuinely enjoy. I'm not a trend chaser, but I suspect I'm really going to like Age of Mythology, and I'm really looking forward to when that game comes out. So definitely keep your eyes peeled if you're interested in that game too. Mod showcases, I also love that. I love the creativity of fan bases and the things that people do to make games better or more exciting. I put out some small mods for Age of Empires 3, like the Better Units Description mod, or the Better Unique Church Card Descriptions mod. Those have been very well received. People like them a lot. But the big mods, the stuff like, well, for Battle for Middle-earth 2, the Age of the Ring mod, or the Expanded Fronts mod for Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds, those games have received a lot of attention. My most viewed video by far is my introduction to the Age of the Ring mod. So I know you guys really love those games. I would like to showcase those more. There are some problems with doing that, and I'll talk about that in just a second. But overall, I've seen that those videos are really popular, and I like doing them. So you can expect to see more of that kind of thing on the channel. One thing that I really hope to do more of, I've done some, and maybe not a lot, though. I'd like to do more, are commentary videos. In other words, just me sitting down kind of like this and just sharing with you my thoughts about what's going on in the scene or in the world of strategy gaming or whatever. Just sharing my opinion about things. I think that would be a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed doing that, like, for example, my podcast series with Robbie Lava, Jimmy James 59. They've been guests on the channel before. I really enjoy doing that, and I'd like to do more of that. Kind of tied in with that is the idea of collaboration. I've enjoyed those podcasts so much. Working with those guys in the AoE2 scene, or in Age of Empires 3. Recently, I put out a quiz show featuring Widgie, who I think is the biggest name in Age of Empires 3 right now on the community side. I also had on the Claymore from the Samurai Revolution channel, as well as Mr. V and Soldier AoE. Those guys were awesome. Great sports coming on and taking part in the quiz. And that was really, really cool. Now, let me tell you, it takes a lot of work to put those collaborations together. Even just reaching out and trying to organize a meetup with several content creators at the same time is hard. Let alone something like a quiz show where you get a bunch of material and it takes a lot of editing. But those are also really fun. So I hope to do more of that kind of thing in the future. Probably something that I won't do as much. I had an absolute blast with the creative exercises on the channel. Like, for example, my recent Outremer Age of Empires 2 sort of civilization concept. That was a lot of fun to make and a lot of fun to share, to work with some of the other guys on timing our releases at the same time. Really enjoyed doing that. I'm probably not going to become an Age of Empires 2 theory crafter anytime soon. That takes a lot of work, and it's just not where I expect to dedicate the majority of my YouTube time to. Not saying it won't happen again. I've got some other ideas for cool AoE2 civs, but I'll do them as I think about them. But I'm not going to go in that direction with the channel, I think, in force. Something that I've noticed has really not done super well, they don't get a lot of views, are my gameplay videos, especially, to my surprise, gameplay videos featuring pro players, like games featuring Doubt, or Hera, or Lieri, or whoever, right? I had thought maybe if I bring in some games with some of these big names, that might be appealing to my audience, but I found that really does not catch a lot of attention. And when I sit back and think about it, I think it makes sense. You know, if you enjoy watching the pro games, Viper and Hera and the like, you already have your favorites. You've got T90 or Mem, Dave, Survivalist, or Ornlu, or whoever, right? You've got your favorite casters, and you're probably not coming to Iron Kaiser Gaming for those sorts of videos. So I'm probably going to steer away from specifically pro games. Now, I still love playing Age of Empires and casting games, so I'm still going to keep doing it. I can't help myself but cast Age of Empires 2 games and AoE 3 games and other strategy games. You're going to get to see more of my gameplay, but I'm probably going to go back to sharing my own gameplay or games of my friends, games of people who are fans of the channel, especially Discord members. One thing we've done in the past couple of years is we've established our very own Iron Kaiser Gaming Discord server. Not advertised a lot, but we have a really cool core audience, a bunch of people who love about talking Age of Empires and strategy games. And I encourage you guys, if that sounds appealing to you, to look in the description for a link to the Iron Realm Discord server. We'd love to see you there. But I think I'm going to share more of those sorts of gameplay videos and try to make it instructional and share with you as a fellow traveler on the ranked ladder, sort of what I've learned and experienced, and I think that would be a lot of fun. Finally, let me talk a little bit about some of the things coming up on the channel that I want to do. First of all, I'd love to spotlight some new games. You already know Age of Mythology is coming out. I'm really looking forward to that release. I also enjoy showcasing indie games. Now, I am not made of money. I don't have a lot of money to spend on new releases and that sort of thing, so I can't showcase a lot of games, but whenever an indie developer deigns to share with me a release that I can spotlight on my channel, like, for example, with the recent Ancient Wars Medieval Crusades, that was the previous release on the channel, it is my honor and pleasure to showcase those games, allow you to experience them alongside me, and kind of share my thoughts. I love doing that. I'd love to do more of that kind of thing, if those developers are willing. So, on top of that, maybe something of a little bit of a surprise. I'm also a big Civilization fan. I've not featured Civ on the channel a lot, but there are a bunch of 4X strategy games coming out. There's Millennia, there's Ara Untold, and somewhere waiting in the wings, Civilization 7 is going to be announced. And it would not surprise me to showcase Civilization, some of the news surrounding that game. Even though it's not a real-time strategy game, it's turn-based, I suspect a lot of my audience is a big fan of Civilization as well, and I think talking about that game would be a lot of fun. I've already mentioned, I want to share more commentary videos. I'd like to just sit down and talk with you guys about whatever I'm thinking. I have some spicy takes on some things, and I think it would be a lot of fun just to share with you things like, what would I want to see out of an Age of Empires 5? Or what do I think Civilization 7 does and does not need to do in order to be a good 4X game, right? I think just sitting down and having conversations like that would be a lot of fun. And I think that pretty much... Oh, no, there is one other thing. Something I'm interested in experimenting with is single-player gameplay. Now, on this channel, I have not featured much of anything in the way of campaigns or skirmishes against the AI or things like that. But I think it would be A, a new avenue that I've not really explored before, and B, the best way of showcasing some of what games like The Age of the Ring or Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds Expanding Fronts have to offer. Those games are a little bit hard to cast in multiplayer for different reasons. The Expanded Fronts mod, not a lot of people are playing and sharing their multiplayer replays. And in the Age of the Ring mod, well, in brief, I'm not that great at the game, and I don't know it that well. A lot of the numbers surrounding the units are harder to understand and to learn than they are in Age of Empires. And so, I enjoy casting the games. I think you guys like watching them, but it doesn't feel like I come into it with the same expertise that I do with an Age of Empires game. And so, I feel a little more awkward casting those multiplayer games. I can keep doing that if you guys like it. But what I think could be fun is looking at those two games and showcasing some of the single-player campaign content that they both offer. So what do you guys think about that? I'm going to run a little bit of a test run, actually not featuring either of those games, but instead featuring a brand new release for an Age of Empires mod that many of you guys know about, the Rome at War mod for Age of Empires 2. They have just come out with a brand new campaign surrounding the exploits of Julius Caesar. And I was honored to help in some small way bring it to life with some voice acting. And I think it'd be a lot of fun to showcase that game on the channel, that campaign, and go through it together alongside you guys and experience it for the very first time. I think that would be a lot of fun. Let me know in the comments below. I really do want to hear your opinion on this. What do you guys want to see out of Iron Kaiser Gaming? Do those single-player campaigns sound fun to you? Or do you say, you've been a multiplayer channel for so long, and we like that multiplayer back and forth. I don't know that fighting against the AI would be as engaging. That'd be my worry. So, what do you guys think? What sort of games do you want to see on the channel? Are there any upcoming releases that you all are looking forward to? Let me know what you guys want to see. This is sort of my roadmap, where I'm at right now at 1,000 subscribers, and what I want to do with the future of the channel. Thanks so much, guys. I appreciate it. God bless you all. And one more time, thank you, thank you, thank you. For now, this is the Iron Kaiser, signing off.